Yo, Mara, we are getting no audio. From you. Like, I can hear myself, I can hear the game, but not you. And I can't hear you in Discord either.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, it was just muted on the headset. Because I was about to say, like, I did check it earlier, and it is, like, the correct thingy, but I suppose it was muted on headset somehow. Oh well! Oh well, sorry for everybody who was already watching and who didn't hear a thing.
Teehee.
Now you can
Alex, to the rescue.
Thank you very much. Should be fine now. Not like there has been many interesting things that I said anyway. It's just that these fights are actually not ideal to change your mic settings in between.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
Yeah, I really was. Bit unfortunate. I must have accidentally pressed the button earlier because, you know, we were talking before I started the intro and everything. That's a bit weird. It's fine though, it's fine. We made it through the fight, and after this one there's a bench anyway. So it's all good. We do get to heal up.
Yeah, buddy. It's once every 5 fights, right?
After this first bench, yes.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Jumping below platforms is not as good as jumping on platform. There we go. XXIII will be dead.
I feel like it's more satisfying than taking a hit from this fucker.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Makes you wonder, why is this even in the Pantheon? Like, it's just a waste of 30 seconds, no? Like, anybody can even die to the guy.
I'm trying to think of if there's any type of gamer out there that would find that guy at least a bit challenging.
I mean, in the beginning he is, when you don't have all the upgrades, when you don't know how to fight, and when you don't have the sharp shadow or the shadow dash even. But
Yeah.
at this point of the game, when you're like so strong, it's not an issue anymore.
Shouldn't be any reason to have an issue with him once you're used to him.
Okay, so this fight we do not want to completely fuck up, because afterwards is the Sisters of Battle. That's a kind of important and like somewhat tough one. Shit. As well, then what's okay though? No, it's not anymore. Heal up a bit. Good thing about the Sisters of Battle fights is that in the first phase, when you're just fighting one of the sisters, it's quite possible to still heal up them.
Yeah.
So even if the Blobbles fight didn't go too smoothly like this one just now, you can always gain some mana here and spend some time to heal before the actual fight against the three of them begins.
Before it gets hard. I wouldn't really call it hard, it's more about just... This battle to me, like that when you fight all three of them, is like a good indicator of how the rest of the Pantheon's gonna go. Because it's all about technical.
True. No, that's not true. I've had like brilliantly easy Sisters of Battle fights and then like failed horribly later on.
Yeah.
I think this is the only fight at which the sharp shadow is like a bit of a disadvantage, because the arena is so small, so you can end up like dashing into the spikes if you're not careful.
Alright, nice.
Yeah, this time it was easy.
Full mana, well not anymore. But pretty much full.
I think it has a bench here anyways.
Yeah.
The thing about the Pantheon 5 is at some point, like there's just a few fights that kind of can cost you the run, and sometimes not even the hard fight itself, but the fight beforehand that you handle poorly, and then you'll like end up not having enough HP for the tough one and dying in there. Just like for me, honestly, it's a lot of psychological factors as well. Like when I feel like, oh, I'm going into this tough fight with too little HP, sometimes I do really poorly, sometimes I do really well because I focus a lot, but then I will die on the next fight after because I'll still be on low HP, but I'll be like, oh, I managed a tough fight, so the easy one shouldn't be a problem now, right? And then it becomes a problem because I'm too lighthearted about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you get a bit cocky after dealing with the hard fight. You fuck up the easy fight, even if you're low.
This is one of the things that makes this Pantheon 5 so disheartening. Like, it's so fucking long, and then you like will fight this guy, for example, whose harder version is in here as well, right? So it's always a bit disheartening when you're at the easier version of a boss, when you're like, oh, there's still so many to go, and then I'll have to fight the harder version of this, and then there's still so much to go until it gets to like the real interesting bit.
Yeah. You get a bit worn out, I imagine, too, doing all the easy ones in the beginning over and
exactly.
over. Should I really have to start over? Spend 20 minutes doing these bosses I know how to do?
Exactly. Just to like maybe lose the attempt because I don't get into the rhythm of the fight in like first 20 seconds. Especially with those bosses that like deal 2 damage, like the Pure Vessel for example, or the Grim Troop guy. Like it's kind of tough when you know like, yo, if I'm not in the fight right away from the beginning of the fight, I am going to like lose so much HP so quickly that you know, the run's just gonna be over there because I'm not gonna be able to recover from losing like, I don't know, 6 HP in the first few seconds of the fight.
Yeah, I'm the type that just would restart at that point.
I mean, no, there's no point restarting. It's not like, you know, the 20 seconds till you're actually dead is gonna like do much. But
I was gonna say it is a bit like Metroidvania in these Pantheons. In that sense, okay, like I get the feeling from playing Dead Cells, right? It's like, oh, okay, you played it for 45 minutes, only to reach this one boss you've had an issue with. And it's not quite the same thing, but it is the same thing. It's like, yeah, it's frustrating.
yeah, this game makes it a tiny bit easier because you can practice all of the individual bosses alone to get better at them. But I don't know, to me feels like, yeah, that does something definitely, but it's not, it's just not very satisfying, like to practice a boss you know you're bad at like over and over and over again. Because there's a reason why you're bad at these bosses, right? And they're usually less fun to play as well. So I always want to get like some Pantheon attempts in there at least, so, you know, I get like the feeling of, at least this part I did nicely.
Okay, yeah, sure. For me it's different. For me I enjoy getting better and practicing the stuff I'm bad at.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it as well, but it's like there's a reason why you're bad at these bosses, like and why you're bad at other ones. And it's usually that the bosses you're good at are also much more fun to play than the bosses that you're bad at, so
yeah,
it's more about what's fun content of the game. And it's not like you can't like get better at fun bosses as well. Like I feel like all like 3 Nailmaster fights I'm significantly better at now than before. But they're still fun. But then Pure Vessel is a bit stressful, for example. So it is a fun fight. And I would love it if it wasn't like for the high stakes with the double HP drain. Markov, for example, is just annoying. Like it's never gonna be fun.
Yeah. I see that too. Like for myself, I imagine playing against them is like, okay, this is not fun. This wouldn't be fun.
Yeah. Same as No Ice. Like in the harder arena at least. In the easy arena it's whatever, but in the harder arena it's very annoying. And this one, for example, is easy. Not like I have like troubles beating him, but it's still not a fun boss fight because like it's
a neutral boss in a sense. So it's a whatever boss.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily dislike this boss, but I don't like love it either. Maybe if the mount was like cooler. There's just a big fat larva.
There's a big fat larva. Hello, Richard.
Ooh, you got Richard.
What top are you talking about?
The one you're wearing.
Oh, top as in clothing. Okay, I was thinking about an arena and I was like, what? Which arena has a special top part? Thank you. It does have a nice color, doesn't it?
What do you feel about this boss?
This boss is kind of cool. Like, I'm looking forward to being able to fight the harder version of Pantheon. Because I did practice the harder version a bit and it was a lot of fun again.
You had it, like, you played it a lot in the earlier Pantheon, right?
No, it's not part of any earlier. Like, this easier version is part of earlier Pantheons, but the harder version is only this one.
Okay.
The easier is a bit meh at this point because, like, I just got the moves down to a degree where I'll surely not die to this boss. It's a bit like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I like this boss, but it's not one of my favorites, if you know what I mean. But I do really like the boss.
He's very likable.
Is it a he? It's a bit, I thought it was a she. Oh, Navario.
Yeah, you said that the first time we met him as well.
Okay.
You kept saying it's a she, but I'm like pretty sure everybody agreed that the voice is rather male than female. I mean, in the end, that's all it says. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
Hi.
See you, nerd.
See you, nerd.
Does it start getting harder from here?
Not really. Like the next
He's just instead a boss.
Yeah. They link it.
I mean, he's no longer a boss, is he? He's fucking dead. Bitch. Can say whatever I want, man. What's he gonna do?
Easy clap indeed. Hey Richard, did you manage to fix your graphics card?
It wasn't the card, I think.
Oh yeah. Did you manage to find out what the problem is?
Yeah, it's just the card is fine. Have you checked the rest?
I mean, to be
Or,
honest, like having a
checked
broken
investigating?
GPU right now would have been the worst because it's kind of irreplaceable at this point now. Especially since you got a really good front one from Manny now, so.
Have you, kept investigating? Ricardo. Just woke up from a nap.
That sounds like Richard.
It sounds like
Computer
Richard
is
indeed.
broken, what do? Let's take a nap. I'm very different. Like, I couldn't get like 1 minute of sleep if my PC was broken. I try to do all the things right then and there to like get it going again.
Yeah, me too. Like I do too much stuff on my PC. No internet? That sucks. You do have your phone, but there's stuff you do on your PC that you can't do on.
I mean,
Your
I
phone.
literally can't earn my livelihood without my computer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for you it's probably a bit of a bigger deal.
that's why I have the second PC in this household. So if my computer ever breaks, I can just switch to the other one, the old one. though it's like significantly worse than this one. Still better than no pissy.
He says he feels hatred for it when it doesn't work. That's kind of intense,
Yeah,
guy. That's
tech
kind of
rage.
intense.
Yeah, nah, I feel you though, tech rage is a thing. Okay, so this flying Nosk fight, we don't want to butcher completely because afterwards is a somewhat tough fight that we don't want to go into with like very few HP.
Okay.
But that should be fine. Like, I seem to be getting better at the Nosk fight from like every Pantheon attempt.
I noticed you started with the Free Sisters, even with 3 of them up, you started like hitting one from above when the other 2 are casting their range stuff.
I don't know what
That was
you
a
mean,
nice
I'm
touch.
sorry.
Like when the other 2 are standing on the wall and they cast their ranged ability and the other one tries to like dash on you, you'll like jump them from above and hit them twice. You weren't doing that before?
No, I was always trying to do that. It's just sometimes you get lucky with the position they're at and sometimes you don't. But I got lucky. Because sometimes the blades will just protect the one that jumps you from the top. So you can't really hit her with the nail from on top. Right, this is super fine. I think next fight is Sly even. But the Sly fight, I'm not gonna say it's like super easy, but I definitely got much better at it.
Yeah. You have. It's like by no means one of your harder fights.
There we
Yeah,
go.
buddy. I really like
Yeah,
Sly.
buddy. Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
might be my favorite one.
He's a cool
My
fight,
favorite
definitely.
character.
Oh, whoops.
Bitch.
You're not gonna lie, it does feel kinda satisfying when you just bounce on her shit and bounce on her hat.
I'm expecting some huge upgrades for the game. For Hornet. Not that she's weak or anything, but still I want to see some new stuff.
I mean, would be very sad if they just kept her the exact same way she is in this game.
I guess I mean like basic stuff without like collecting upgrades.
Yeah, they already, like, there's already some gameplay trailer, bro.
Real?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing.
Oh, motherfucker.
Bitch.
It's gonna be last time we're gonna see Hornet in this Pantheon attempt. might end up seeing her sibling though if we do really, really well. Get to the pure vessel. Don't believe it though. I'll believe it.
When does he come?
Oh, it's the last fight before the Radiance.
Oh really? You have to deal with him, then the Radiance. Okay.
But we have to get to him first, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I'm not expecting to do that.
Sometimes they predict where you go, you know? Not really, but it seems like it. Yeah, buddy.
So this was the harder version of the Broken Vessel, the lost skin. Now this is the spicy fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you got way better at platforming.
No, I just got lucky this time. Like, sometimes I do the fight this well, and then, like, the next round I'll just completely play like a noob, not get it at all.
Okay.
Shit. Okay. This fight can be spicy as well, because if you get hit by his attacks, which I didn't, I got hit by his hitbox. If you get hit by his attacks, you actually lose 2 HP, and that can be really spicy really quickly.
Yeah.
Which is why it's kind of important to, like, not absolutely fail the no ice fight. Because if you go into that fight with like 4 HP, you're like, yo, I can tank 2 hits from him and then I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah.
A weird thing about this game is that some hitboxes it feels like they are super punishing, and then other hitboxes they feel like they are super like unpunishing, forgiving. Like for example this one, it's like enough when you just jump over it, and it doesn't look like, you know, you should be able to jump over it, but you still are. Same for the room troop spikes. They are like much less punishing than the than the pure vessels spikes.
Okay.
Whereas you can like sometimes half the little knight will be standing in the spike and you still won't get damage. With the Brim Troop, where with the other one you just like always get damaged as soon as you touch it.
It's a little fucked actually if you're actually able to stand like with half your body inside. Alright, this is where it becomes more challenging, right?
Yeah, this is about like the hardest fights leading up to Markoth are behind us. Blah blah blah.
Blah,
What
blah,
if
blah.
I don't need to hear again? This is an easy fight still, but next fight is Markoth.
Yep. I do kind of like this boss. He's a bit cocky. He's he grunts.
Oh, didn't hit him. No, it's not oh, whoops. Let's click.
When you fight the dream version of him, there's like 6 phases before the second phase. Is there less phases in this one?
I don't know. I have to focus now.
Yeah, I know.
Sorrow. Sorrow. Bail, mine. Bail, mine.
Fuck. This is really bad. Fuck. This is the end.
Bail, mine.
Keep going. Shit.
Not like I didn't plan on keeping going. I just knew I wasn't gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's probably a bit off dying.
The issue was that I went into the fight with extra mana, so I was like, oh, maybe I can heal during the first phase. I couldn't. I should have kept the mana instead of trying to heal there. Oh well, you learn.
I imagine sometimes it's a bit satisfying to go back to these guys too. It's like, oh, let me just beat on these fucking fools.
When you do it the first time maybe, but at some point it just gets a bit of a tedious
Yeah.
work. Like the bosses in which you can like really use the quick slash, those are the ones that are a bit satisfying. Because you can beat them quickly, but these it's just like wait for your time, be patient. Can't beat them quicker than you know what's possible.
Is it possible to do the upward spell, the one that hits you like 4 times, and then glide back to the platform? You know what I mean? When they're like standing on one side? Like flying on one side, off the platform.
You can always use all the movement abilities you have in whatever order you choose.
Okay. Yeah, these guys must feel so fucking... Actually, when I think about it, unsatisfying.
Yeah.
It's like, just die, let me, Can't the game recognize I don't need to fight these fools? Can I just skip them?
Especially because it's so many of them, right? Like if it was just 1 or 2, then yeah, sure. But like if it's like all fights, you know, you're not gonna die on. You can't really mind AFK them either, though, because if you do, you do tend to lose HP, and it, you know, there is some risk involved. So it's unethically long. That's what Darren called it, the 5th Pantheon.
That's what he called it.
The thing is, like, I'm not gonna be able to beat the pure, like, the absolute radiance at first anyway. So it's all like, even if I make it to the, like, past the pure vessel, there's still gonna be like a lot of practicing on the pure radiance until I can actually like win this, right?
Are you familiar with his moves at all?
No,
The pure
like,
absolute radiance?
no, you cannot fight it until you've like unlocked it.
Yeah, but maybe like you've seen elsewhere. I've played against it, but just familiar.
But also like seeing a boss is not the same thing as like.
Yeah, it's not the same as. Yeah, I know. There's a feel to it that you don't get from watching.
And I mean, a lot of the times it's not like you like need to understand the moves; it's that you like motorically need to get them down. Can you fucking fly over here?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. There's no business being on the edge of the map all the time.
You can take a lot of punishment here, right? Because he'll just heal. It's about, it's just about like finishing him fast.
Yeah, that's the thing though, like you don't, like now that I've like kind of face tanked the Gorb guy, I need to like play this guy a bit more carefully, which I'm not doing right now because I do wanna like be able to go out of this fight with full HP.
What comes after again?
I don't know specifically, but the end, like before we finish, before we get the first bench is the brothers. And for that fight, I kind of do want to be full HP, even though like it's unlikely to die on it. Like it's also a psychological thing. Like if you go into the fight with like half HP, you're already gonna feel like this is scary, and then I'm gonna play worse.
It's more than one benefit.
And then this fight, for example, is pretty easy. However, it is not like it's one of those fights where you absolutely do not have any like phase to heal. So you need to play it okay. So even if you have to heal at the end of it, it's not going to be more than 3 HP. The idea.
Yeah.
Just like what I was talking about earlier, like even though these bosses are easy and you're not going to die on them individually, like combined, since there's such a long, like, such a long chain of bosses, you still need to play it like at least decent overall, so you don't end up like just losing a bit of HP every fight and then like ending up actually dying. So there's nothing that's more frustrating than like dying on an easy boss that you should have down. Like I did yesterday. It was very frustrating.
With the sisters?
And no eyes.
I don't know, I guess that's what I was. Oh, these are nail masters.
Yeah, but like if I'm in the fight for HP, it should all be good.
Okay. That's what I was trying to say before. With the sisters, I feel like it's not a hard fight, but it is hard enough where it's a technical thing. Like as long as for me, if I do that fight well, it's a good sign for me.
Oh, but every fight is different. Like, you can't judge from one fight to the
Yeah.
other.
But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it's
look
such
at how amazingly I did that Sisters of Battle fight, and I still like did the Markov fight much worse than like all my previous attempts, basically.
Yeah, I get your point. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, for me, it's a good technical like. If I do that well, I know I'm gonna be technically good myself in my own skills. Like I see what you're saying. It's a different fight. Zero, more like zero. I was waiting for the full fight to end to say that.
I think one thing that I want to do, if I make it to Markov, is actually try to take the Soul Tyrant, which is the fight before, like super duper slowly and carefully. So maybe I can just save some of the lifeblood, because in theory,
Yeah.
as long as I'm playing it well, I shouldn't be losing it.
Yeah, I want to suggest that because you play this way more than I have, and Soul Tyrant's like one of the few bosses I've done. But I feel like that fight, if you know it well, you should aim for not taking damage in that fight. And especially since you have like Markov after. Ooh, double hit. Alright, I'm fucking liking this. It's like 4 double hits.
I mean, I always try to go for it if I can. It's just they sometimes don't move in a way where it's possible.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
What are you gonna do now? Call your homies? Cheating. Okay, I see what it is. Let's go. Bring it. Sit down, bitch. Another one bites the dust.
One more left. There we go.
1v3, easy breezy.
Yeah, buddy.
Only took 2 hits. They took
All the hits.
200. All the hits. This boss is very hysteric as well.
I just hate how she sometimes like increases her bounce speed like so massively.
Yeah. I noticed that.
That's usually when I'll take damage. Bye, Fluke Mom. Yeah, this is always where I get disheartened because I'm like, yo, I'm at the broken vessel. That means like, I'm not even at the lost fucking kin.
Forgot which one the last kin is.
The harder version of this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give C one last look before he goes.
It's always a bit funny to me when you like dance around the boss for a million years, not getting one hit off, and then you hit them once and they die. Motherfucker.
I was reacting to how he's like fucking huffing up his chest, like you're dying. Are you? Or are you flexing? Lost.
Aww.
That was very unfortunate.
Yeah. But like, it really matters. Right, this is how you wanna play?
So no heal for you, bitch. Let's go.
Ah, it's fine. We're using up all our bad luck, so you can get lucky at the macro fight. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Nice.
All right, heal. Time to heal.
Is there like a hidden one in the water? In the last time you went to a bench, was there one in the water where you got two lifebloods?
Oh,
Or are they all from that jar?
they are always from the cocoon.
Okay. You went so fast, it looked like you picked two up from the water.
Yeah, sometimes they run into the water.
Okay.
Bees.
Stupid bee. I was thinking, is he a bee or fuck, what do you call him? Hornet?
Oh, he's a bee.
And what do you call the hairy ones?
Bumblebees.
Bumblebees. Wasp is what I'm thinking about.
But they're not hairy.
They're not hairy, they're bigger. They're motherfuckers.
Well, horns are super big ones. First one, like particularly bigger than these. Tiny bit maybe. They're not as fluffy also. Well, my camera's
Yeah.
doing the thingy again. Welcome to the Matrix, everybody.
Maybe you should keep the camera and just like do the Matrix theme every time that happens.
Does the Matrix even have a like recognizable theme though?
Yeah, it does.
Like acoustically, because I can't think of it if there's one.
It doesn't have like a main one for sure. Well, it does, but
But question
it's
is it
not.
one that people will recognize as the Matrix
Yeah.
soundtrack? Right?
Yeah, that song,
Because
yes.
every song has like every movie has like a soundtrack, but the question is, do people really associate it with the movie or not?
That song, yes, it's only used in Matrix, and that is the main one. But it doesn't. It's not as recognizable as like other main themes are. It's not really a song either. It's just like sounds. Yeah.
Hi.
Was that him? There's like a main ghost.
Yeah, the one with the red eyes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm Mr. Grim Troop.
You wanna get free in this one?
No, I accidentally destroyed one through shadow dashing. Yeah.
Whoops.
Not like it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
To dash the other way. Oops. Go.
When they roll, they remind me of like Bowser's minions. Because they turn into shells with spikes. There are a few Mario games where like he has many Bowser bosses.
Yeah, I've never really played a lot of Mario. Like I played Super Mario World 2, the Game Boy Color. That's about it. Not a big fan of Smash Brothers either, even though everybody loves the game. I'm just not a big fan of fighting games.
I think Smash Brothers was a bit unique for its playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely, like, I don't hate on it either. It's just,
yeah, it's
I
not your
see
thing.
why people like it. Yeah.
I'm not a big fighter fan either, but Smash Brothers I do love that game because I played the original one and then the Nintendo 64 like a lot.
Shit. Gonna take a damage here. Whoops. About to say it's fine, but then didn't. It's so fun. Oh.
Do you have to shoot the jellyfish at him?
Yes. Oh, come on. Shit.
That sucked.
Yeah. It sucked indeed. Not full HP, but I think it should be fine. I don't remember which fight is after this, but... Oh shit.
Whoops.
Whoops. Oh, Nosk, okay. Maybe it's not fine. We'll see.
It's like Mosk, what are you talking about? It's Hornet.
Fuck.
Is it just...
Yeah, sorry?
Is it just me or does he take a lot? Does he do his dash way faster the more damage he takes?
Oh, I don't think he changes speed.
Okay.
The fuck up.
He's evolving Super Saiyan. Nice, you got like 2 hits in so many times. Sly's so cool, man. He's like an old and wise, not Baby Yoda, but Master Yoda.
I mean, he's the nail master of the 3 like nail sages, so makes sense. That was cocky. Jesus. Go. Bye, Hornet.
Bye.
I think you guys are explaining the joke Richard was trying to make. I think that was literally the joke that he like made it out to be a big hike when he just, you know, walked around the corner in the same city.
Is that Rich type of humor, man? I don't know. I think he just called it hiking.
Oh, whoops! Didn't realize this was spikes. Not that it really matters. I might or might not have jumped into the
spikes.
Because I didn't realize there were spikes after the fight was over. And I'd already
That's exactly
won.
what you did the first time.
No, what? No.
Yeah, when you jumped off the stage after you beat the boss.
Oh yeah, but
well, that was an accident actually, yeah.
A different thing.
Mm.
I was just like jumping around because I was bored trying to like, you know, wait for the next fight.
Maybe I've done that a few times myself, where I like jump off the stage because I can't keep my fucking fingers.
Fucking noise. See, this is the most annoying thing about this fight, when you take damage from a ghost and then it pushes you into the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Not so good.
Fucking bitch. No eyes, more like no life. Get it? He dead.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oof.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The combination of the two is what makes this part hard, not either one on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got a bit lucky there, but we did get very unlucky early on this one, so I must say we're even now, game. We are even.
Everything is balanced.
And I think after this next hard thing is actually Markov. Like that combination is a bit of a tough one, those two, but like after that should be somewhat easy sailing.
I was always wondering why you hug him when he does the jump out thing, and I just realized it's because he doesn't actually launch the balls until after he's out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Darren, you are just in time for the big boys. Okay, let's try. You weren't here when we did the last Pantheon attempt, which was super pathetic. Like, was ridiculously pathetic. Today has been a bit better. We've gotten to Markov last run, but Markov was the end of us. So what we're trying to do now is to take the next fight, which is the Soul Tyrant, like super duper carefully. Maybe try to like save up some of those lifeblots and see if we can go into the Markov fight with a bit of an advantage.
It should be very manageable, but it's completely fine if you don't.
Yeah, it's just gonna prolong this fight like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Oh, that was a misclick. Unfortunate.
Still have to.
Fuck, I'm in a bad corner, fuck. Oh well, now it doesn't matter anyway. That was another misclick. Twice in this fight I dashed in the wrong direction. Went to dash the opposite direction, then I dashed right into danger, except for instead away from it.
Yeah.
They are mine.
Oh no! Oh, that was unlucky.
They are mine. Riva sorrow.
make it.
Shit.
Frustrating. I just don't have enough damage to nuke him in the second phase. Because I can't get under him either. Like, I got very unlucky with him being in the incorrect positions whenever he did the shield turny phase. Sometimes he'd be over me when I need him under me, and sometimes it would be the other way around.
Yeah.
It's also not just the kind of fight that you can just easily prolong and like just chill and wait until he's in the correct position, because you are gonna make mistakes in between and like take some damage.
I think you had the right idea with the previous boss though. Even if it takes longer, it's worth it just to have those life bloods.
Did make mistakes though, so I didn't end up having them. It's just an idea after all. I don't feel like going through all that shit again.
Really?
Like, how long have we been streaming for? Let's look at the
About
time.
an hour probably.
About an hour?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half? That was 2 runs, my bro. 2. That's gonna be another 45 minutes for another run, if we even make it this far. I didn't realize that, Darren.
Can you practice Markov? Probably done that, right?
Yes, I have practiced him for like about 4 or 5 hours at this point. He is just a bit of an annoying boss and feels like a bit RNG as well. Maybe I'll just have to go for a different build. And we go for spell build for him rather than...
So from what I'm seeing, you cannot change your build in between in the Pantheon, right? When you get the benches?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But only at the benches, so you can't really change in between.
Bill mine.
Nope. Probably not really useful until like second phase.
What are you trying?
Using the dash slash.
Okay.
The thing with him is though, sometimes I'll have like really good runs and it will all feel easy. And then he'll just hit you like 2-3 times in a row with like some bullshit. Usually when he like gets too close to you. Like that's the other annoying thing about him, like he will move like not at all and be like super chill somewhere in the other corner of the arena, and then suddenly he starts like running towards you. Being like way too close.
Bill mine.
Today just seems to be not a good Markov day.
Yeah, I can see why like he's annoying, right? I think to me that feather that's like always guarding him, that's the real bitch.
Yeah, obviously. Like if it wasn't there, this boss would be super easy. Like it's not that it's guarding him, it's that it's dealing damage. Yeah, whatever. Move anyway. Yeah, I needed to, like, the soul I had last round was fine. I had to, like, hit him from below, though, rather than, like, using the shot to hit him. I should have tried hitting him from below. Didn't manage to do that, though.
Maybe an idea is to practice Soul Tyrant just a little bit, just to, like, get super
Bro, I've
extra bit
played
with him.
Soul Tyrant, like, 20
I
hours
know.
alone. There's
I
no
know.
more practice to be done with that guy. I'm not gonna
He's
get
not a
better.
hard boss. He's not a hard
No,
boss
no,
for
what
like
I'm
a
trying to say
few.
is at some
Mhm.
point you don't get better at something, or like almost not get better at something just because you practice it. Not like
Okay.
you can practice enough football to become like a genius football player. It's not like you can practice enough, I don't know, piano to become a genius pianist, right? At some points you're just gonna reach a skill cap. I'm trying to say I've practiced the Soul Tyrant like so much in my first run on this game, and
Mhm.
like in general I've played him too many times to like there even be anything that can be gained out of practicing him more.
Gotcha.
Like, and it makes sense to rather practice the boss that I've like played very little and that's actually taking all of my HP.
Yeah. The only point I was trying to make, I knew you were familiar with him, like super familiar with him, but just to like make sure you don't take damage, because I feel like those 4 blood
But like
can
2
just bleed.
lifeblood I lost because I just made a misclick, right? I just dashed in the
Right.
wrong direction. Like I'm never gonna get to a level where I don't do misclicks. And 2, like one of them was like a soft misclick. Like I used the dash at a point where I shouldn't have used it, and like it's kind of obvious to me normally that I shouldn't use it there, and it was a bit what's going on? Like my controls were but like I don't think it makes sense to like, even if I keep all 4 lifeblood, it wouldn't have really helped me in that scenario. I wouldn't have made it through the Markov fight still, because the problem is if I don't nuke him with all the soul that I've gathered in the first phase, in the second, like if I don't end the second phase and end there with that soul, I'm not gonna make it. Like I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah, he is the bigger issue, like for sure.
Yeah, the problem with using spells on the Soul Tyrant is that there's not really good openings. Like that really makes you vulnerable if you use a lot of spells there, because he is a quick boy. And if you use it in the wrong, like you have to get lucky to be able to do that. Because if you use them
You
in the
can't.
wrong times, like you're gonna take damage because you used the spell. The only place where you can really safely use it, at least the way I feel about it, is when you when he's in the when he's staggered.
There's never an opening to use the upward force
Yeah.
hit, right? That's the big
Exactly.
one. And with that boss, it's just not possible.
Yeah. With Markov, however, it is, and like I
Yeah.
think that's the key to like get below him in that second phase and use it. But
Just to deal the damages.
Bill, mine.
I also got a bit unlucky in that like Pantheon attempt, because I snuck in like one hit that actually brought him to second phase, and if I hadn't done that, I could have like easily, because I was about to start using spells, and if I hadn't snuck in that one hit, he would have been still in first phase when he like started circling with shields next, but he would have been very close to second phase threshold, which would have meant I could have like gotten so much damage in there without like being really at risk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I wanted to deal 1 more damage, and that was the 1 damage that brought him to second phase. Like, it was very unfortunate start timing of second phase, because normally you kind of want to like hit him to first phase twice, and then you want to start dealing spell damage is what I feel like.
Braver sorrow.
Even Darren struggled a little ton with Markov.
Yeah, everybody did. I don't think anybody ever had a easy time with Markov. Like, it's literally a stupidly hard boss.
You know, I said I was done with the Hollow Knight, but watching this kind of like, kind of want to try again. Just keep at it, just to reach the Pantheons and give them a go.
Yeah, go for it. That's a lovely start. Wow. Yeah, I feel you, Darren. Like, it doesn't feel like a lot of practice is really gonna do much on this boss, because in the end it comes down to RNG in like so many cases. Jesus Christ. Like, the annoying thing about the second phase is that all of a sudden he fucking starts chasing you. Where before he just kind of wobbles around in the arena.
So it's not just him, like you gotta maneuver for the right platform. Because it's not just like... It's not just him, it's the feathers around him too. Like that's his whole, you know, area of danger. He covers 2 platforms at a time, like height-wise.
Bill mine.
No.
Braver sorrow. Braver sorrow. Braver sorrow.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate because now I want to use magic from below, not from above. But he doesn't let me.
Yeah.
And like, if you could like kind of have an influence on where he is by positioning yourself, I wouldn't mind, right? But it's just
Bill
random.
mine.
Like again, he's so far down now. Oh shit. Like, I can't reach him with the spells I need to reach him with.
I think Darren makes a good point. Platforming, that's the key.
Braver martyr. Bill mine. Bill mine.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Darren.
He does 2 damage in the real thing too, right?
No.
No? Okay.
Bill mine.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm gonna say this fight would be so much easier if he would just follow you all the time and you could actually have like some control over his positioning.
Mine.
Because, for example, this is amazing positioning, right? I can get a lot of damage in now and I don't even am at risk taking damage because he's even in a position where I can clearly see the Dream Shield. Whereas when he's like in some corner, I can't even see where the fuck the Dream Shield is right now, so I just have to, you know, take a wild guess.
Why do you think it's because of things like that? What Darren said. With the platforming.
I'm not dying falling off platforms, so I'm literally only taking damage from his shield most of the time.
No, but it's not like falling. It's just like being in the right position, like predicting sort of type of thing. Not really predicting because you don't know where he goes, but just being in the right spots as often as possible.
Bill mine.
Like, he's so far up now, I can't fucking reach him.
Yeah.
Like, super annoying.
Bail mine.
Then when you're stuck on a platform like this, you can like get in so much more damage than you
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
can.
That was like
And-
7 or 8 hits.
Yeah. And it's all just a bit too much RNG for my taste, because it kind of feels like no matter how much I practice, if I like end up having a bad run where I have bad RNG, I'm still gonna die. Like, even if I practice this guy for 30 hours, I'm never gonna get to a point where I can like securely get him if he's like bitch RNG wise.
Brava sorrow. Brava sorrow. Brava sorrow. Brava Marta. Brava sorrow.
It's so unfortunate to get hit twice there.
Yeah, it's unlucky. It was also because he was stuck on the platform, right? It like kind of just changes how he will like behave, like his move.
Brava sorrow.
Do the feathers like rapidly change?
They're called
How
dream shields.
No, I mean the feather he does like that goes in a circle.
Called the dream shield. It's not
Oh,
called
that's
a
a dream
feather.
shield. Okay.
That's clearly a shield, mate.
Sorrow.
Yeah, I wanted to call it a flower actually, not a
That is
feather.
not a run. So what did you want to ask?
Do they dramatically like change the distance they have from him whenever they're spinning around him?
Yeah, it's literally what's happening.
Yeah, but like it goes a far distance and it comes back. But do they dramatically change distance at some point?
Drastically.
Yeah.
Oh, they go out and then they go back in again.
Okay.
Rather quick though.
Bail mine.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've got another Pantheon attempt in me today, because it doesn't feel like
Brava
there's any significant improvement on this guy, and there isn't. Like, there's a point.
Brava sorrow.
I don't know. Would you like some feedback from what I'm observing?
don't think it's platforming, bro. Like, I'm not that bad at platforming, right? It's his shield that's
I wouldn't
shields
want
that
to
are
say that.
damaging me.
But like what I'm seeing a lot is that once you take one damage, you often will take another damage right after. And
Yeah, that's how it works. Like, if you're off the rhythm once, you're gonna take damage twice, probably.
Bill, mine. Bill, mine. Bill, mine.
Is this with a different build?
Yeah, I'm trying to go for magic builds, but I'm even like getting to the point where I can deal some magic damage, so I don't know if it's worth it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, mine. Bill, mine. Braver sorrow. Braver Marta. Bill, mine. Bill, mine.
oh, that sucked. Couldn't get on top of him.
I think in general,
Braver sorrow.
need to play like this phase a bit safer.
I mean, I'm
Where he
trying
does
to
this-
play it maximum safe. It's not like I'm trying to take damage. I don't feel like I'm doing many risky plays.
Bill, mine.
There may be like some instances where you shouldn't try to go for damage. And it's just ride it out.
Braver sorrow.
Yeah, I'm thinking like even if you only get 2 hits in,
That sucked.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Braver sorrow.
Ah.
Yeah, when he's spinning his shield, even if you only get 2 hits in, no big deal. 2 hits, that's still good. But
I think that's too much of a. You
I
give
don't
up too
think
much.
you
do
understand
too much
how.
damage.
No. I don't think you guys understand how this fight feels, because
Bill,
once I'm in the inner circle of the shield, I'm fine. I'm not gonna take damage. Like, once I'm in the wrong rhythm, I'm gonna take damage twice. Once while going in, once while going out.
I think what he's trying to say is get out.
If I'm in the right... No, but even if I get out sooner, the probability of me taking damage, because the problem is that I'm up when the shield is up when I'm doing it incorrectly. And it's so tough to see it correctly. Like, to see when the shield's gonna be in which position. Like, if there was an easy way to predict how to not take damage here, I would obviously go for it, but I don't feel like there is. At least not for me, not right now.
Sorrow.
How do you deal with that second shield? Doesn't like float away. It hugs him.
Does suck him.
Sorrow. Bear mine.
Him being trapped there is so nice.
Yeah.
Sorrow. Bear mine. Bear mine. Bear mine. Bear mine.
This one is... I think that would make this fight like so much more manageable as if you had like a ring around him that shows where the shield is gonna be. Especially when the radius gets bigger, like it's so like tough to predict for me. Which kind of length or like distance from him the shield is gonna have.
Sorrow.
One way you could try to deal with that is noticing where it's at a certain spot and then get a feel for how long it is before it reaches another spot. So you can use that as an exit.
Baal mine. Reva Marta. Baal mine. Reva sorrow.
Nice entry.
Baal mine. Baal mine. Baal mine.
How does he not fucking die? Like there was so much damage. Especially considering that I have the damage build, the magic damage build right now.
Reva Marta. Reva sorrow. Baal mine. Baal mine. Baal mine.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that the Ascended has more like HP than the Pantheon Markov. Thing is though, it's not just about killing him, it's also about like not going out of the fight on like 0 HP. Because afterwards is Grey Prince Load, and that's not an easy fight as well.
Baal
I think that's really a bit annoying that they didn't make it so you can actually fight the version that you're gonna fight in the Pantheon.
Baal
Isn't the other version you can pick in the practice the same version? Or is there another version, like a third version.
The version in the Pantheon is different from both of those.
Ooh.
Bail mine. Riva sorrow. Bail mine.
It's not just the HP, right? He does 1 damage in Pantheon.
Yes.
So, Terran's point is that, you know, if you'll beat him in Pantheon, he'll also walk out of there with I don't know. I really don't know.
Mine.
Some HP.
Yeah. I think like if I can like beat him here, even on 1 HP, then I can definitely beat him well on the Pantheon, but I can't even beat him here, right? That's the thing.
Riva Marta.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like it's terrible to practice this version rather than the exact version that you fight in the Pantheon. But it still feels like they made this boss so it's just extra frustrating. So, like all about it is like very frustrating. Especially the fact that you can't like practice him and have a good feeling about him. I don't know. Makes it tougher for me at least that I can't feel well with that.
We all agree it's the shields that are a bitch, right? I don't know, like even if you die, like just get a feel for them. Is my advice. Like try to take less damage from them. That's it. Like that's the only thing you should focus on right now.
Thank you for this helpful advice, Alex. I would have never thought of that. I thought I was supposed to take damage from.
It's just again, I said like from what I'm seeing, like you often take 2 damage if you get hit once.
It's not even true
And
for all
sometimes
of
it's
these
okay.
runs, but like even that I'm not doing on purpose. I'm not taking a damage and think, oh, let's take another damage here. It's literally accidents, you know. It's literally not on purpose.
If you want my advice,
It's,
and just take into account that I've never had an issue with Markov ever in my life.
I guess you haven't played him. Good job.
Mine.
Yo, we don't need to reveal that bit of information, Alex. Okay.
Like it's okay to take 2 damage, especially when you're going from the upside hits, because like you're very unlikely to take the second hit if you take the first one, and you want to get all the hits in. But like often you just keep at it when you've taken the hit.
Mine.
Again,
And that's when
Alex,
you take the second
I don't know how to tell you in different words. It's not even true that I usually take 2 damage. Usually I take just 1 damage at a time. It's just that this hero deals 2 damage, right? And it's not like there's...
Riva sorrow.
It's not about thoughts. It's not about like finding like a secret technique that makes this better or easier or anything. It's about, you know, this being a very RNG heavy fight on the one hand, and then like kind of predicting of where the shields are gonna be is like super duper hard.
Riva.
Like
You know, I get it.
yes, you are correct in saying that I shouldn't take damage from the shields and I shouldn't take damage twice in a row.
That's not what I said. You shouldn't take the second damage a lot of these times.
But then, you know, like watch me and tell me when I take the second fucking damage. Like I don't usually. Usually I just take 1 damage.
Yeah,
And
usually,
second of
but,
all, it's not like it's very predictable. Like when you take damage, at least to me it isn't. Like I'm absolutely gonna take the point that that's just because I'm not good enough at the boss. But it's not like it's It's not like it's a conscious choice. Like Papa said earlier, just play more
Yeah.
careful. It's not like there's an option for me to do that. Like I'm playing maximum careful, right? You're basically telling somebody who's standing still, can you like walk even slower maybe?
Mine.
Like no, I cannot. It's not an option. Because it's not like hitting him less is gonna like make it less likely for me to take damage when like exiting his path, because I still have to cross the path of the shield. It's not like hitting him more is gonna make it less likely for me to take damage. There's nothing I can really do mind-wise. It's really just mechanics and luck.
What are debug mods?
I don't know, man. I want to see these really good players, see what kind of damage they take, how they
They
deal
are
with it.
better than me, Alex. That's how they do it. They are just simply better than me.
Alright then, well then just let's focus on
They're
what we can do better.
probably
Sorrow.
not even gonna take damage once.
Okay, but like the point is, it's possible, right? What are they doing that you're not?
Playing better.
Yeah, but how?
Dodging better, not taking damage, being better at like predicting where the shield is gonna be.
Riva. Sorrow. Veil. Mine.
Like I don't know, I feel like if there was some secret strat to this that would magically make it all like much easier and make me beat him every time, I'm gonna say the Darren kid would have told me by now. And you know, he's better than all of us at the game, so
I think the key word is just patience here.
again, it's not like I'm taking damage because I'm trying to like be greedy and get like extra hits in that I shouldn't try to take. Not like I can't take damage when I like exit his circle soon, because I still have to cross the path of the shield twice. And like sometimes I take a damage at one of these instances. That's not about greed, it's about like taking the wrong timing.
Riva. Sorrow.
This is a thing I can like try avoid doing if he's in an impossible position. For the spell damage in the second phase, just wait until, you know, I get him in a better position. But when I'm on 1 HP already, I'm just most likely gonna just take the last damage from some heal. That again, better players will all dodge. But you know, trying to get better. I'm great yet.
It will come. It's like all other things, where like eventually just clicks.
Oh,
Mine.
Alex.
What do you mean? If good,
It's
better
not
players
like
can.
you're pretending like there's like this one epiphany moment where it just magically becomes much easier. No,
No, I'm
it's
not saying it's,
hours
it's
and
not magic at
hours
all.
and
It's
hours and
just,
hours of practice and like a
yeah.
very slow progress. There's not one thing where a flip is fucking switched. It's like it's not like, you know, you do like this one magical run where you beat him and then like you beat him all the times. You're gonna beat him once and then you're not gonna beat him again for another million tries, and then you're gonna beat him once and then you're not gonna beat him again for another 900,000 tries, and then you're gonna beat him once and then you're not gonna beat him again for another 800,000 tries, and so on and so on and so on. It's not an understanding thing in this case. Like with some bosses it is, that like, especially with some like simpler enemies, it is that you just have to like understand how to deal with them. But this one, not so much. This one is just learning where the fucking shield is gonna be by, you know, getting it hardwired into your brain.
Well, that's what I meant then.
But
Have
that's
you
not gonna be a thing where it clicks, Alex. It's not what it's gonna be. It's gonna be
Maybe.
like
No.
10, 15 more hours of doing this.
have you watched someone beat the fight on Ascended?
I mean, I've seen people beat a fight in the Pantheon. This, like, specific training fight.
I
Maybe
think maybe that is a good advice because like watching it is different. You notice more things. You're not focused on the fight. You're only observing and being like, oh, okay, maybe there's something I can abuse. Maybe there's something
Yeah.
I can try.
might pick up some tips or something.
Yeah.
Baal, mine.
Yeah, I'm with Baron, to be honest. I don't think there's a tip or trick that's gonna make this easier. I think exactly like you says, it's practice and slow gradual refinement. Like practicing it today for a few hours, practicing it tomorrow, practicing it probably for a week or so, and then at some point I'll like have the movements down, and after it just comes down to RNG.
I watched someone on YouTube. I think he does the. I think what Darren was saying with the. Is it like the dash slash or something?
Yeah, the nail arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried this earlier. Alright, definitely, but I agree with Darren, there's more thing for the second phase, and you're out of mana. But as long as you have mana, and as long as you're in the first phase, you kinda don't want to do that.
Well, if you're interested, I posted the video.
Baal, mine. Baal, mine. Baal, mine.
Hey, you did it.
Did it. But yeah, it's not gonna be enough to beat him one. Yeah, I'm the same, Darren, I'm the same. I'm absolutely with you on this one. Like, as long as you have soul, you just want to shoot him. Oh no, this is a good start.
Baal, mine.
That was a shit run. I'm not even mad.
You talk to Rich again.
No.
Anyone?
No? Like some stream?
Baal, mine.
Papa?
No. What?
You know why. If there's any updates?
don't know. I told him to try some stuff with his PC. I don't know if he actually tried it or not though.
He's probably still hiking back to his house. He probably stopped to rest. Make a fire.
He said he took a nap after hiking home.
That was a while back though.
Yeah, it means he's done hiking though.
Maybe he had to take a nap while he was hiking because it was such a journey. Now he's doing the next half.
Sorrow.
Oh, that was sad.
I like those entries, like you do that quite often.
Bill, mine.
Ah, that's very
Whoops.
sad.
Do you have to fight him again in the harder version? Later in Pantheon?
No, this is the end of the Pantheon. Last set of 5 bosses and then you fight the absolute aliens.
Okay.
Bill, mine. Sorrow.
Can you fucking stop coming?
Sorrow.
I'm watching in this YouTube video, the guy doesn't do like a pogo on his head even once.
You mean
It's
the
like, well,
downward smashing?
no, do you know when you pogo on his head and get all the hits off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not part of this guy's strat. So there's like multiple strats, I guess.
That's like Mara's main damage combo though. So like what? How does he do it?
Yo, check the
Just
video,
uses
mate.
the dash hit.
I think there's a dash hit. Is there another hit as well that's long range?
The dash is long. Like, the normal hit is... I suppose it's a bit longer than the...
It looks like he uses an attack that isn't a dash that also is long enough range, but I'm not sure.
This one.
I'll do it again.
Wait.
I'm watching video.
Bill, mine.
I'll link you the video, Darren, if you're interested.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably just a normal charged up slash.
It is a quite a long slash. He hits him like from well outside the shield.
Bill, mine.
He does do it at one point. Like hit him from above.
Did you fix your PC, Rich?
sorrow.
Oh, you did. What was wrong with it? I bet it was something super
Why are you
simple.
not in the PC then, fool? Where you at, fool? Yeah. The RAM?
See, he did what I said.
Taking out the RAM sticks.
Well, yeah, when you took out the ramp sticks, you just reseed them, but you didn't test one at a time.
Okay.
Baal, mine. River, sorrow.
Chat Markov, best Markov.
Baal, mine.
What about dead Marco?
Ah, it's best Markov. Yeah, you're right.
I missed literally nothing. Chat, no.
River, Marta.
What's Radiant Marco? Oh, is that just double damage?
Oh, Radiant version is when you're not allowed to take damage once.
Really?
Baal, mine. Baal, mine.
Oops.
Baal, mine. Baal, mine.
Fucking Christ.
River, Marta. Baal, mine. River, sorrow.
Shit. Thank God. Yeah, I feel you. Makes me feel less alone.
River, Marta.
I don't know if seeing an entire season of a show counts as a productive day, which I've not gonna lie. It's pretty unproductive to me.
Baal,
But
mine.
I'm glad to hear that you feel good about it.
There's a weird definition of being productive, not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably only the edit of photos on your phone counts as productive.
Do you even need to edit photos on your phone? I guess it's better to use a PC. You have like
Hey,
better
a skill is a
tools.
skill.
Skill is a skill, you're right about that.
Then, you know, getting somebody to go out with you should count as well. That's, I don't know.
It's 1 out of 3.
sorrow.
1 out of, okay. I guess we did count the phone. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, we're such supportive friends, aren't we? Good job, us.
Yeah, well, you could say it was eventful day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But he chose productive, so let's stick with that.
Yeah, let's damn him for his choice of words. Audacity.
No, you don't, Richard. You know who gets to state what is productive? The guy with the microphone.
Which
I
microphone?
disagree with that. He's saying he should get on Discord.
Oh, I see.
He's typing in a lot. What are you doing on fucking Twitch chat, man? What the fuck?
Yeah, how dare you?
Probably a prayer group happening. He's not praying.
Maybe.
Bear man.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, this does not smell like you anymore, so you can't be on your PC anymore. Like birdies that fall out of the nest. Don't get accepted by their parents anymore.
Bear man.
What do you think about practicing this in Radiant mode?
How would that help?
Because you're more focused. You know you can take a damage. I mean, for me, like personally, it
You're still
helps.
making, like, you're still pretending like it's just, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just set your minds to a thing.
I'm
Like,
just saying that for me personally, it helps.
well, having played many Radiant versions of these bosses, I can tell you that, like, going for the Radiant version right away, usually not the best, because you need to practice them. And you don't really get proper practice, and if you die the first time, you get hit all the time. Because in the end, you're not gonna end up seeing his second phase ever. And then as soon as you get to the second phase, you're going to immediately be fooled. Because you've never followed it.
Well, it's different though. You have played it a ton.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm anywhere close to, like, not taking damage in this fight.
I'm just saying, like, it's just the thought, guy. Like, for me, personally, it helps.
Man.
That's the guy who's never fought a Radiant version.
And in games in general, like, I like stuff being harder. It makes me more focused.
Braver sorrow.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's just be... Okay, let's just die. Well, it's not in the fight with one this time.
sorrow. Braver sorrow. Bear mine.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. Pushed off the platform by the shield and I didn't catch my jump.
Bear mine.
Ay, ay, ay.
Bear mine.
No, you motherfucker. Ay, 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 ay.
I watched the guy fight the Radiant version, and one thing I noticed is he never actually hits him in the do you know where the shield phase where it goes out? He actually never hits him in that phase. He doesn't do the
Yeah, he doesn't
what's it
wait
called?
for it.
He doesn't do the nail art build. Like he does like kind of your strat, but he pogos on his head initially. Sometimes he pogos on the head, but he never hits him in the in like the shield spinny phase. He just chills.
It's too high of a risk.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I understand. I don't think I'm gonna be good enough to, like, hit him during the nail shooty phase though.
Darren
Like-
says sounds like a real freak. I can show you that. I'll show you that. I'll post a video for you, Darren.
I'm watching one Radiant where he does it in a minute and a half. What?
Braver sorrow.
Is it the same one, you think?
They're all about that. I posted it in Discord.
There's one that's 8 minutes. That's the first one I saw.
That's the link if you're interested, Darren. Oh, Darren says Pogo during the spin is very reliable.
That is the one I'm
that's what I
watching.
feel like. The thing is, like, it's a bit like telling me, oh, look at this Arteezy guy play. Like, I found this Arteezy guy play
Yeah,
Dota.
I
Why
see.
don't you try playing like him? Like, yeah, okay.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is because it's a different strategy, right? So it's not like it's like oh, I can never
it's
execute the
much-
same strategies as Arteezy in the same way.
Exactly. And I can.
And it might be that I get your point. It might be that the strategy is so difficult that you have to be on the Arteezy level to execute that strategy. Otherwise, it doesn't work because I'm not skilled enough, right? That's what you're saying.
This is different.
true.
There's no PvP. There's no human aspect to it.
It doesn't mean
It's
it
all
can't be
taking the
hard.
AC.
Yeah, it can still be like really hard, but
Yeah.
you don't know until you try. Is my point. Like you don't know that the strategy that you won't be good at that strategy until you
But
give it a
I've
go.
been trying to pogo on a set during the nail phase,
Bear
and those are the runs that end like really, really
Oh,
quickly.
he doesn't really pogo on his head. He just gets he just jumps like where there's the where there's the shield. He just like gets a hit off here and there. He does some what did he say? Darren says yeah, this video is weird because he pogos when it's harder and doesn't when it's easier. Yeah, he just when it's the spinny phase, he just chills. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Well, it makes sense because even though the feathers, you can at least see them coming. So this guy's obviously really good at that, right? He knows he's good enough to not take damage from them.
What? He doesn't even touch him in the Dream Shield phase.
No,
Like,
I don't mean the
I
shield.
can,
I mean
I
the
can, I
spike.
can stand far away from him and not get hit by the Dream Shield. That's the easy part. The hard
Mhm.
part is like not getting hit by the nails and try to hit him still.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This guy's really good at that. And that's why he confidently does it. But yeah, even this guy, like, he clearly tried more than a few times. There were a few close calls in that video where he almost got hit.
Braver sorrow. Veil mine. Veil.
But you could be onto something maybe, and clearly you haven't seen enough videos, but
Shit.
maybe the strat is to like hit him during the spikes and not the feathers. The shield phase.
It
I guess there's different ways of
is.
doing it.
You can do it any way you want, obviously, but it
Yeah,
depends
check
on
out
what,
this video. Holy shit!
depends on what the
This-
top guys are doing, right? Like what they mostly do, that's probably what you should go for.
Yo, this guy fights 3 Markovs at once.
What? I don't want to see that.
Veil.
I'll post it for Darren as well.
145? No way. So this must be a mod, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Fight 3 or something.
I only see 2 in the beginning.
Yeah, he gets another one.
Veil.
Yeah, that's right. Like this, all the speedrunners do it, right? So I just have to do what they do, and then easy. Gonna be the correct strat for me, surely.
Veil mine.
Shit. Drum.
Veil mine.
Ah. Ah.
What? How does he beat this? Like, he's just evading them all the time.
Oh, I should evade them. Okay, yeah.
No,
that
the free
makes-
Markovs.
that
I'm
makes-
asking, how does he beat them? How does he
Uh-huh.
beat them? With
Wait, he
Markov?
didn't beat him. Because
Oh, he doesn't beat him. Why are we watching this?
No, he does. He kills one, but then the fight ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's still 2 there, so he doesn't get the opportunity to kill all 3 of them. So he didn't die. He did kill like one of them.
Braver sorrow.
Ay, ay. Ah, you motherfucker.
Veil mine. Veil mine.
Oh yeah, I would love to fight 3 Markovs at the same time. Which elder soul you could have.
Braver martyr.
Yeah, good luck spending them. Oh, this video is dumb. Or at least he beats one, so there is a purpose to the video.
It's because you can only beat one, I suppose. Then the level finishes.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, the level actually like ended? You mean?
Yeah,
Because I didn't watch the end. Okay.
yeah.
Veil mine.
This is the best type of Markov right there.
Second best.
Second best.
Yeah, when he is stuck and so am I. Like, that's the key. That we're stuck between the platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Brave sorrow.
Oof.
Sorrow.
That would only work because I was so lucky with the being stuck face.
Alright, that's 2 versus 49.
There's much more than that, but yeah.
Okay. You'll catch up. You'll catch up one day. Maybe.
No, this is like me versus Rich at Street Fighter. I used to smash him and never lose, right? And I think maybe I lost one time and I never played him again.
Sound like my fucking granddad, man. Like, he used to play my brother in chess. And he used to always smash my brother until my brother beat him one time. And every time my brother asked to play chess, he'd go, "Oh, that's okay, my boy. We'll do it next time." Never play with him again.
Yeah, I ain't losing that winning record, dude. Also, I just don't really like the game. I just played it just because, you know, I just had like one simple strat, and Richard couldn't deal with it.
Ah, he got pushed out of the fucking map and I could poke on. Oh, lucky.
Don't worry there, and I'm on the lookout for little glitches, little frame drops, in case they patch anything while we play.
Thank you very much. Ah! Ay, yeah, I feel you, Darren. That's, I guess I'm kind of lucky that I'm a bit late to the party because it's not the first time I'm playing Hollow Knight, right? But on my first run I was like, nah, fuck all this super hard shit. Because it was really the first platformer that I really played to this extent, like, at least since like a decade or so. So, like all the original, like, or like not DLC game content was already hard enough to begin with. But that being said, I am quite happy that like when Silksong comes out, I'll hopefully not have too much time between this and playing Silksong. So it won't feel like I have to learn everything anew.
Is there a release date for it yet?
No.
Nope.
Maybe I will play Hollow Knight before this second game comes out.
Not a bad timing. Shit. Even though they did say that like the way Hornet will feel like in fights, the main character of the next game, is gonna be very different to like the Little Knight because they really did want to give her weight, as opposed to him who's pretty like kind of weightless. He's so tiny and everything.
Not as bouncy, floaty. I hope the feel stays the same though, because it is quite a smooth game.
That'll be the challenge for them to make it still feel good to play.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather take them, like, have them take more time and do more testing, to like make it a really good game than like kind of rush it and like, you know, it not living up to the expectations. They already said that it's gonna be like much more content like world-wise than Hollow Knight. Which is interesting because Hollow Knight is already a big game to begin with, like.
Yeah, I'm almost not a fan of that. I almost don't like games that are too big. You know, I just want to play like 10-20 hours and then finish the game and then like, you know, be done with it. I
In a
don't
game like
necessarily play it
this,
for 100 hours.
in a game like this, I
But
think it's fine.
then the normal Hollow Knight's already not really for you, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of open world games because of that reason. There's too much to explore, too much to do.
It's like Cuphead. Something like Cuphead was quite nice. It was like 8.5 hours, just regular difficulty, and that was it.
Hmm.
You sort of never have to touch the game again. You can do like the hard if you want, but you know that's just the extra little thing.
That's true. Most of like super hard content in Hollow Knight is optional.
How long does it take to beat, like, go to the game and beat the Radiance, for example?
It depends on you, doesn't it?
Yeah. People speedrun
Well,
that shit like super quickly.
what would be like a typical time for that though?
I'm gonna say probably like 30 hours? 40? Like I took 60 on my first run, I think 50 on my second. But I'm gonna say like below average player probably.
I think there's probably a big difference between different types of skill levels. Yeah, skill levels and players. There's a big difference in timings.
Yeah.
I don't mind like 20, 30 hours. And so his first ending is probably like 30 hours or so.
Oh, but do you
Beating Radiance for
mean
other endings takes longer.
But do you mean the ending with just the Hollow Knight, like just beating the Dreamers and the Hollow Knight, or like?
You gotta beat the
you can
Radiance
probably-
to beat the game.
The hard stuff.
Because I feel like Radiance is probably. I mean, I think you can get there in 30 hours if you're like quick player and if you're playing it well. Like even on your first run, but I'm gonna say it's probably a bit higher than that average. Aw. Oh, I didn't see that.
Sorrow.
Shit. Now being on 1 HP really doesn't make it easier to like do this because yeah, there's so much visual clutter all of a sudden with the screen being black on the outside.
Mine. Mine.
that one.
Braver sorrow. Veil mine. Veil mine. Veil mine.
Charge it on the wall. Is this fight so tough?
Braver Marta. Veil mine. Veil mine. Braver sorrow. Veil mine.
Shit.
Veil mine.
Okay, so if we get lucky and get him stuck between the platform and get us between the platform, and we beat him. That's the result of this practice.
You did take a longest time the first time, and then that compared to the second time was way shorter, and compared to this one was way shorter. So these are good signs.
It was all luck. No, like literally, it was him. Like if he's stuck in that very weird platforming, like platform position, then like you get him. But if he isn't, I die. But we're gonna do one last attempt at the Pantheon 5 for today.
Hey, buddy.
And you know, probably not even reach him at this point because now we're so in the Markov fight, like place. Probably gonna die to some stupid no ice or something like that, but doesn't matter. We're gonna go for it, and that's gonna be it for today. And it sounds like we're gonna end stream anytime soon, but you know, if we make it any far in the Pantheon, it's still gonna be like almost an hour of grind. So let's begin. Yeah, it's true. The double hits on the fireballs also were pretty good. I feel like you can't get a double hit on the fireball if he's like at the edge, like outside your vision. I feel like it only happens when he's in vision. But then again, you don't really want to get close to the guy when he has fucking rotating shields all around him. I also feel like going for the shot rather than the upward hit is probably wise, just because like taking damage with the upwards with the shriek, the abyss shriek is just so much more likely than like with the shot from like a great distance. Like maybe if there's a super good opening to do the abyss shriek, like go for it, but otherwise. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, it makes sense that he gets double hit twice when he's like sort of stuck. So, you know, we're just gonna pray to Jesus that the guy is gonna get stuck. And then he should be an easy kill, no? Maybe Richard can ask his mom to like put in a good word. The guy above. Thank you, bro. Make him be stuck, please.
You ask him, Rich. You're close to them.
Yeah.
You got two things you can ask for. Either you ask for a new RAM stick, or you ask for Mara to be Mark Plus. You gotta pick one.
So it's just one RAM stick that's broken out of the two.
That's a great test. What do you care about the most, Rich?
I mean, to be honest, having broken RAM right now is really not as bad as having broken GPU.
I guess. Wait, oh, he says they're both good.
What? Jesus, you put them in upside down or something? What? That's not possible.
No, you can't do that.
That's not possible, yeah.
So we don't know what the issue is, basically.
Really feels wrong for Richard to have such a high-end computer. He can't handle it, guys.
Yeah.
Like
At least
having
have some. They should make you do a test, some level of base competency before you're allowed to own a computer.
Not a test, just, you know, the children safe computer. Like children. That's what he needs.
Fisher Price computer.
Mm-hmm. Kid friendly, that's what I'm trying to say.
at a Mac.
Shots fired.
I mean, Macs don't break, they don't need maintenance.
True,
They
true,
have
true.
the easy UI.
They don't handle a lot of stuff though, from what I hear.
They
Well,
don't handle what?
they do more now. They don't handle a lot of stuff.
I mean, that's just because a lot of software isn't made for it, no? It's like that a computer can't handle it.
But I've heard it's gotten better past few years.
So.
That's Rich's, that should be Rich's next computer.
Mac?
I kind of want this
okay.
for myself.
Come out and play! Boom, 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 boom. Die.
Wa bunda.
How do you don't have sound?
On me?
Yeah.
Nope.
Alright, just checking.
Are you saying he doesn't say it?
No, he does say it. I'm just saying I don't have sound on Discord, so I was just checking if you do.
Yeah, my Discord is broken. Like for 2-3 days now, it's not streaming sound when I'm streaming on Discord. I don't know why. Like it even gives me the error message that like, yo, we can't stream sound from your device. It doesn't tell me how to fix it or like what exactly the problem might be. just says like, yo, shit's not working, shit be broken.
Rush says maybe your RAM isn't slotted in properly.
No, Richard, I'm pretty sure my RAM is slotted in properly. But thanks for the advice. Bye. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. How about we don't die on this fight just because we choose to face tank? Okay, how about we do die on this fight because we choose to face tank a lot? What the fuck? What the fuck? At least it's nullified, it's not too bad. Even though I do wish that this Pantheon would like just be a bit shorter. Like I get what they were trying to do, like basically making you fight almost all the bosses. But I feel like having 2 versions of many bosses and all that is a bit unnecessary. The harder one surely should be sufficient, right? Show that you can beat it. If you can beat the harder one, you can beat the easier one, but you need to fight the easier and faster one.
Some people only like the easier ones. We're talking about the Pantheon, like why they put them in there.
Yeah, why it feels so unnecessary long, right?
Yeah.
Like with like a lot of bosses in there that like they're not a challenge, they're just a nuisance in a sense.
Darren says he thought the same thing until he did bindings.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, with the bindings it's gets much tougher. But how many people actually do that, right? Like bindings on the last Pantheon? Because there's not even much to be gained out of it. Like I suppose you want the additional lifeblood once you do quad binds, but I don't know. In terms of is that fun gameplay or not? But I lean a bit towards the or not side.
I think they intentionally did it though, to like make it a bit frustrating. It's not about making it harder, it's not about annoying you even, but a good middle word for both of those.
I
Frustrating.
think probably most people don't even play any of the Pantheons, right? They just do the game and then that's it.
One direction, okay. But not his face. I don't know, in general I do like the idea of the Pantheons, because it's very different from the other game content, and I even do like the idea of having like one super hard and long one. I absolutely love that they've like added some bosses that you can just fight here, and that are like characters that you've met throughout the game and like you don't get to fight otherwise. I don't know about the bindings, to be honest. If I'm a big fan of that mechanic or not. Because I don't know, it feels like, you know, all these upgrades that you got, you've kind of earned it, and especially the charms. It feels a bit weak to like, you know, just be like, yo, now do it without the charms, now do it with less nail damage, now do it with less mana, now do it with less life, blah 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 blah. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess
Feels a bit weak, no? A bit lazy, like content-wise.
yeah, but I guess the pantheons are not really part of the main content, right? They're just
Yeah,
hey.
they're literally a DLC, right? Like they weren't even part of the original game.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to say, like, I love a lot about this DLC. Like, I do enjoy a lot of the aspects, but that like specific aspects of the bindings, I'm like, it feels a bit, you know, a bit lazy. Like, just like, yo, instead of making it harder by like, I don't know, making new bosses that you have to learn or something like that, they make it harder by just making you weaker, which is a bit. Yeah, which is just a bit frustrating. They do say that like good PvP games, they don't balance in the way, or like just good games in general that try to balance shit and like do balance patch. That like it's usually like much better to balance shit in a way where you rather buff stuff and buff stuff that was too weak instead of nerfing stuff that was too strong, because nerfing is always much more frustrating than buffing.
That was Blizzard's philosophy, but it was for a while. But people that, you know, that leads to what they call power creep, which is where over time things just get stronger and stronger and stronger because they only buff, and then you end up in this situation where everything's just too strong. I mean, the king of balance is actually Ice Frog. But things get nerfed in Dota. But I see what you're saying. I don't think you can sort of compare it to this game. I agree that probably they should have come up with a different way to make the game harder. They could have just added in like more markouts.
Yeah. I also get what Darren is saying, like, yo, the bindings like force you into like really getting good at the bosses and like not really allowing you to face stick anything, right? To just yeah, be really good at it. But I feel like that's already like in the kind of Radiant versions that you can fight for every boss, because I feel like that's actually a really fun mechanic where you know, you basically have no life, you basically play on one life, but all the other aspects of the game are the same that you've kind of earned. So you really, there's no margin of error. You really have to play it in a like perfectly, like flawless, otherwise you're gonna die. But you still can kind of like itemize for every single boss and like think about the correct build to like approach this boss and like, you know, get the correct charms, get this this one particular boss. And I think that is a great part of the game. Like I enjoy practicing the Radiant versions of bosses. But for the Pantheon bindings, I don't know, it's a bit different. But that might also be because I have like a big skill gap between like some bosses I'm really good at and then others I'm like really bad at. Okay, let's not do what we did last time.
What did we do last time?
Nothing, Alex. Nothing happened here in this arena. Nothing at all.
I generally can't remember. Fuck.
That's good. That's good.
So good we can all agree to never speak of it.
Shit. There we go. Was that so hard, Mara? Was it really? Yeah, that's true. The over-charming, I suppose, makes the Radiant versions a bit easier. I mean, in the end, I feel like it's always a bit weird when people complain about like optional stuff in video games. Like, it's not like I have to do the bindings, so I don't want to be like, yo, don't have that in there. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, maybe there would have been like a way to make it interesting, to make the game harder without just like nerfing the player, like throughout all the Pantheon. Maybe I'm just being a bit salty because I'm just not good enough. Maybe. I see it. There gonna be a downfall? Never know with me. I might end up dying to literally any of those bosses at this point. There we go. Why can't every boss be as easy as this guy? Imagine the like confidence boost I'd get.
What a boring game that would be, though.
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. I mean, you know, I like to beat myself up about like not really being like particularly great at this game, but then again, I did manage some like super hard challenges. Not through skill, but through endurance and determination, which, you know, sometimes it's enough. For Pantheon bindings, I don't think it will be. I honestly think, you know, maybe if I play the game again in like years, I've gotten overall better at this like type of game, like maybe after Silksong. Yeah, I feel you, Darren, I feel you. Like, I'm mad impressed that you've done it, that you've done the quad bindings and everything. Like, as I just said, I'm sure it's something that's just a bit out of reach for me now. Like, not that it can't be in reach at some point, but you only get so much better through practice, right? Like, at some point, like, the percentage of skill that gets added like gets teeny and tinier with the percentage of time that you have to invest in order to like progress. So I feel like, you know, bindings is like on the Pantheon 5 and 4 even, and like especially quad bindings are just maybe something that not gonna be worth it for me right now. But then again, I never thought I'd beat these guys on Radiant difficulty, and I did. It was alright. It was alright. Wasn't the biggest accomplishment in this game, but I wasn't mad. Yeah, that's what I think, Darren. That I probably won't. Like, keep in mind, this is like my second playthrough of the game, right? And I feel like bindings is maybe something for the third or fourth playthrough, like the tougher ones at least. Like the small ones I did already, which is kind of nice. Oh shit. That. I was very pleased with myself for like dodging that so sneakily, and then I immediately take stupid damage. Once one of them has died, the fight feels like so low pace all of a sudden. And then when two are dead, obviously it's like not even a fight anymore. Yeah, I agree. I think quad binding, at least on the first Pantheon, is probably doable at this point, because I've actually attempted it a few times, and I can get to the brothers fight, to the last fight, to the final fight of the first Pantheon, but I do die on it, to be honest. So it feels like at this point I might have the brothers fight down enough if like I'm really in the zone and like super high focus to not take those 4 hits and be kind of, you know, endure that super long fight. But I'm not 100% sure, because usually I do better in the fights that like kind of give you space to heal. Like flawless is just not my style. Maybe second one might even be easier, because I do feel like the paint guy is at this point easier to fight than the brothers. Five. Oops. Get out of this. Go. Not my best Gaian attempt so far. I'm gonna say pretty okay. Okay enough. Loser. Easy. Bye bye. Thank you. Come again. Or rather not, you know. Maybe I just beat the Absolute Radiance. Maybe I just waltz past Markov, beat the Great Prince out after on like no HP, then like heal up on the old champion, failed champion, and then easy pure vessel that I've, you know, beaten so many times. Not. And then just, you know, first try Absolute Radiance. Sure thing. Then I never have to see these people again in my life. Oh. Aye. Yeah. Maybe I should just watch how the pros do it and then just do the same. Like watch some YouTube videos.
That's
and
an
then
excellent strategy right there. You should definitely do.
Probably go with like the weird strats that like seem very not my playstyle. Should probably do that. Ay ay ay. Didn't have such a long Elder Who fight in a while. Bye Elder Who. No collector. Oh, whoops. Nobody saw. I didn't just run into his knee. Nobody saw. And this fight is going brilliantly. Just brilliantly. Not have a good feeling for this overall Pantheon attempt. Like, my heart is not really in it. Because, like, I kinda know that I'm most likely just gonna die, like, on Markov, and it's all gonna be a bit unsatisfying and everything, but doesn't mean I shouldn't, you know, give my best.
Well, maybe that's what
I'm
you
clearly not
needed.
doing right now.
Maybe you need to like just not care and like things will happen.
Well,
We'll find out. We'll find out.
this was the worst collector fight I've had in a while, so I'm gonna say, you know, me not caring is not making me a better Hollow Knight player. But it is fine. Not like we have to beat it. But it would be like annoying to not even get to the Markov fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. I'm definitely doing my best right now to not get there. Ay, 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 that was much closer than it should have been. Hello. Thank you for giving me time to heal up, good sir. Thank you for making me take damage after. Cheat. Cheat. Ay, ay, ay. All of this is not very ideal. This makes things. Grim is basically hot spring. Yeah, I agree. But then I see me fight and I'm like, I should be much better at this. Ay, ay, ay. Keep doing stupid mistakes. Like mistakes that happen because I'm trying to rush it instead of just patient. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very sorry for everybody watching. I hope it doesn't pain you as much as it pains me, because it does hurt a lot to see me do this.
What do you mean? This is wonderful entertainment for everyone to see this.
See me fail big time on this fight. It's like actually kind of easy and that I've done like a billion times at this point. Okay, that was pretty cool. Absolutely intended, of course. No lucky coincidence at all. Hey. Alright, you made it, and we actually got out of the fight on more HP than we went in. So let's take it as a win, no? Yeah, that parry stagger, that was beautiful, wasn't it? There was no luck involved. I calculated, you know, how much HP he had left in my head. I was like, oh, I don't need to dodge this move. I can just hit him and, like, you know, parry him in the exact right moment, and then he'll stagger. I knew. I just knew. Maybe we should put this on YouTube and tell other people to just do that if they're having troubles with the Grim fight. We'll just be like, look, you just need to, you know, parry him in the right moment, and then he'll get staggered. Aww. Too slow. Would have been too slow if he hadn't died. In one of my quad binding runs, I lost all my lifeblood to pure vessel and went into absolute radiance with just 4 HP. And there was what? What? That's insane there. That's insane. Not so insane. Pretty believable. But yeah, I do feel you. Sometimes you have these runs where, you know, just because... Oh shit, you motherfucker! People platform. Yeah, this is how I had planned it. That is that. Sometimes you just have these situations where you're like, oh fuck, I'm definitely gonna die because I'm on so little HP, and then you actually manage to pull through. Because you're like so high adrenaline, so high focused. Jesus Christ. Speaking of high focus, not me right now. Go. Better. Go. Shit. Oof, that was lucky. I don't think I've ever, like, died to Flying Nosk, like, ever. But I did lose so much HP on him once that I couldn't manage the Sly fight after. Bit unexpected. Just... I missed the Sly. Rings of glory. Ah, that was me. Okay, that was one of the messier Hornet 2 runs we've had. It's fine, you know, they all don't all have to be beautiful. There's a resting round after, so like we do have to get out of the fight with full HP. Jump into the spikes this time. Shit, no, not the spikes. No! I... Oh, I'm so mad. Oof, I'm so mad. One hit, really? I lost. Okay, this is the end, guys. I knew it was gonna be no ice. I knew it was gonna be so frustrating to like die so short before the Markov fight, because that's the last hard challenge. Anything after that is just easy.
You did say it was gonna be Markov, but no ice is like a close second, except left, right?
I said this is no. I said we're not gonna get there. We're gonna die, and then it's gonna be very frustrating what you meant. Yeah, of course it was fucking one hit. Of course it was. But do you go for the dangerous one hit when you're on 1 HP? You said, oh, that was so frustrating. So frustrating to get pushed into the spikes by a stupid ghost. I hate my life. That was the most frustrating thing that could have happened. To die like so short before the Markov fight. That's real. Like I wouldn't have made it through Markov to begin with. So guess we're just not gonna find out now. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
This is the most frustrating moment of our life, you guys. You're witnessing it.
You know what's less frustrating? To have a little button in these fools. Alright, Yeah, exactly that, Darren. Like, get hit by a fucking ghost, get pushed into spikes, get hit immediately when you spawn. Be fucking mad, be panicking, be me. And have a very frustrating time. Well, at least we didn't die at the system of battle like we did last time. You weren't here for that, Darren, but the last Pantheon one was so pathetic. Like I did a test, like practice run off stream, and I got to Markov, and I actually beat Markov, and I was at 1 HP when I got to Great Prince Zone, and was like, yeah, oh, that is unfortunate, and just immediately died, like literally before even getting one hit in on Zone, I just instantly died. And then I was like, all right, but today is a good, today is a good day. I actually like got past Markov for the first time, and then I do 2 more runs on stream. And shit you not, first run I die on no ice. Like I literally die on no ice. I don't even make it to the trade a lot. And I'm like, oh, that was frustrating. Oh, we can do better than that. No, we're gonna do better now. And second run, I die at the Sisters of Battle. And I'm just like, yeah, alright, I suppose that's it. And I think I'm at the same point right now, where I feel like, yo, I'm not gonna make it to dice, guys. We're not gonna make it past Markov. Not today, at least. Not impossible, but it is very, 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 very hard. I tried to bench liking, nice. But at least that's at the very beginning of the Pantheon. Like, it was probably with some binding scene. Like, I don't know. I feel like dying at the beginning of the Pantheon, like dying to the brothers just now wasn't as frustrating because, like, yeah, okay, that's like 5 minutes gone, right? But it's fine. Like, you can just do it again. But, like, staying so late, like so close to your goal. Somebody asked me the other day if I think like there should be health bars in Hollow Knight, and usually I'm like, no, I think it's fine the way it is. But in that no ice fight, if I had a health bar and knew that it's just like one fucking hit, I would have like taken like 3 damage less, right? Because I wouldn't have tried to heal myself up. I would have just gone for that one last hit. Because there was this one instance where he was even actually very close to me, and I chose to heal instead of hitting him because I was like, oh no, I can't continue this fight on 1 HP. It was a bad choice. So many regrets today. I hope you all enjoy this, seeing me at my, at my most frustrated self. This Hollow Knight game is gonna be the end of me eventually. Like, if I commit suicide one of these days, that's gonna be why. Just kidding, guys. Don't joke about suicide. It's not very funny. God, I'm frustrated. I think I'm gonna beat. I think I'm gonna hit some zotes just to get that level of frustration down the tiniest bit. Suffering is a form of content. I'm glad you see it that way, bro. I actually am. Oh, what is this? There's a bench here. I didn't know. Interesting. Still learning shit. All right, let's. Oh, I hit the money lady. Should be safe file for you. Oh, the money lady. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I get it. You mean the lady who steals some money? Who's like working at the bank to steal some money. That's true. That would be great if she was in here somewhere. Like if she was a boss, you could just fight over and over and over again. Can't even be fake Geo, it's not like we need actual Geo, it's just fun to beat her and have all those fall out of her shell. Oh, I didn't realize the thing about the bench. I'm gonna check it next time there, Darren. Ready, run right back here now. Oh, is that like the goal, like the glowing thing that's like on top of the Pantheon Forest probably, right? The thing to quick travel there. Come on. Maybe I'm not gonna beat some zone. Can't get to zone. There we go. I can't believe this day. I practiced Markov for like 2 hours or so and we didn't even get to fight him. To get to fight some food. Yeah, this is what I came here for. The Eternal Ordeal, aka Hollow fucking Knight. I think no game was ever as bad for my mental health as this one, not even Dota. Really amazing how it does that. Just the music of this fight is just pure joy, no? Oh, Chonka. big Zod. Big ass Zod. Oh, we actually managed to heal back up to full HP. But I immediately lose it. Oh, this is problematic. Oops, hello. Shit. I forgot that you cannot hit those. The explodey thingies. Alright, that was enjoyable. Beating some Zoids always makes you feel better, no? Doesn't it? Alright, let's go to the main menu to enjoy, yes please, a little bit of Zod music. Actually unmute Discord. Zaluprazode, I don't know. I don't think Zaluprazode is the worst. I think the Explodizode is the worst. The one that's like a big fat bomb that deals 2 like HP of damage. That one is fucking horrible. Because your instinct is to hit it, but hitting is just the worst thing you can do. Like I literally took 4 damage on just these stupid explodey thingies by trying to hit them. Good. Maybe that's just me. Maybe other people can identify the enemy and be like, oh, I should not hit this. Who knows? Who knows? You guys, it has been a an evening. Let's not attribute any any value to the evening that we had together. Because I regret so many things. I hope we all can take this moment to contemplate our life choices that have brought us here in this very moment, you know. And I hope all of you had fun tonight. I definitely had fun having you guys around. It's always a great joy to hang out with you guys. So thanks everybody for tuning in. If anybody wants to follow for this shit performance I gave today, then color me impressed. And also color yourselves impressed on the day that I actually do manage to fucking beat Markoth and not die at no ice. And, you know, shout out to everybody, really. Everybody today who did the better job at all the things that I did at Hollow Knight. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, depending on where you are right now. I hope you're enjoying the Zod music just as much as I am right now. And take care, everybody. Stay safe. Talk to you tomorrow, most likely. Good night.